What's going on, nerd tubers and geek viewers of the world? Mr. Dark Phoenix is back with the Holy Trinity to bring you guys some Legend of Tomorrow. If this is the first time you're catching my channel, please hit subscribe. I review Legend of Tomorrow, Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Lucifer, Gotham, Teen Wolf 5B, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. / Agent Carter, soon to be Game of Thrones, all types of nerdy awesomeness, and my weekly theory preview show that I post here on Wednesdays. More great reasons. I don't want you guys to miss it on anything, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you haven't seen Legend of Tomorrow, come back when you have. And if you have seen it, let's jump right on in to the newest episode of A Legend of Tomorrow, Star City 2046. In a world where the Starship Cruiser fucks up and crash lands in a new world with smoke technologies. And everyone's dead, apparently, but I don't believe that. That's the best I've ever done so far. Firefight with the Green Arrow. That shit was so great. It was just like, what are you guys doing? Two out of three of you should know how to fight the Arrow by now. Like, although it was a fun scene, I'm not gonna lie, it was like, it's me, Sarah. He's like, I don't know any Sarah. Although that would confirm, funny, we'll get to that later in a minute. Sarah's fighting with Rip because, like I've mentioned before, Sarah is the Wolverine of this group. Is she one of you, or if not, your most loyal soldier? Yes. But she is also the first person to call you out when you are not making sense. And that's what we all love about Sarah. I love it so much. She was like, let's see how your Time Master trains you how to fight versus the League of Assassins. And I was like, whoops. Guess where my loyalties lie? Team White Canary. Team White Canary. Hawk Adam or Fire Hawk. The new ships are starting. The new ships are starting. Enter Grant Wilson, psychotic son of Slade Wilson. This is actually accurate. People were like, oh, it could be Jericho. I'm like, I don't want it to be Jericho, because Jericho's got powers. Jericho could look into your eyes and inhabit your body, and he can't speak. So it's like he'll talk using your vocal cords, but he can't talk on his own. So I'm really glad they picked Grant Wilson for this, because he's psychotic and he's crazy, and it gives us hope that we could maybe see a Deathstroke later on in the future. God, they need to get back Mando Bennett. Sarah versus everybody. This whole episode, I just wanted Sarah to fight everybody. I'm like, Sarah, fight the new Green Arrow. Sarah, fight Rip. Sarah, fight the thugs. Sarah, fight Grant Wilson. Like, I really wish they would have put Sarah versus Grant, but I'm pretty sure she would have kicked his ass. So, just to save him some embarrassment and us some, you know, a great fight scene, I'm guessing they didn't move it that way, because I was like, man, this is child's play to Sarah. Like, Sarah could have handled a lot of them people by her damn self. Then again, she didn't have the bloodlust like she used to, so she might be a little more merciful, but it's not. Mick's in heaven. Poor Mick, he's so crazy. He wants the world to burn. This was like his paradise, and it was like, you can't have it this way. You can't stay here. We're not gonna leave you here. This isn't like Legion of Superheroes, where you could decide to stay, and that's what the history book said. No. Bad heat wave. You stage another prison break, and just stay there. Enter old Oliver Queen, aka Ron Perlman. 5 years trapped on a hellish island. Makes you Hellboy. Ooh! I could be onto something, you guys. Wacky theorist at work here. He looks so much like Ron Perlman. I was like, is that Ron Perlman? Did they get Ron Perlman to be Oliver Queen? He was on TV before, so it doesn't really, you know, make any kind of sense for him not to be it. Conflicting criminal ideologies. Again, Captain Cold is the voice of reason. Captain Cold and Heatwave are obviously two different sides of the criminal yin and yang. Captain Cold wants a criminal world where it's luxury and he earn your stuff. Heatwave wants the world to burn and anything else that runs into his hand is fine. He's the brain, he's the muscle. That's always how it's been. But then when when the crazy person gets a glimpse of what could happen, their whole mindset changes. I was actually kind of wondering how they were going to keep Mick under wraps this whole season. Great, it's only 16 episodes, but that doesn't mean that don't mean shit. Next week he's gonna go batshit crazy, and I can't wait to see that. So the final fight was awesome. Now that Oliver's got a brand new arm, dun dun dun. He should test that out on stuff first, because we don't want him to be ripping off body parts. you know, testing out the new hand and whatnot. Just saying. I think that's probably a Smoke Technologies thing. Probably. But just to talk about Connor Hawke being John Diggle Jr., duh. People were mad because Connor Hawke was black. Now they're mad he's John Diggle's son. Like, you just can't win. The part that scared me, though, was when he was like, I don't know any Sarah. I'm like, your possible baby sister? Okay. Maybe you don't know any Sarah. I don't know. Maybe they didn't expect us to remember that. I kind of wish this would have been a two-part episode, because I would have loved to have known what happened to Thea and Malcolm Merlin and Laurel. Like, say they were all dead, but I don't believe that. I don't believe Malcolm and Thea are gone, especially not Malcolm. Like, Malcolm too slick to die. So, I'm kind of curious as to what happened with that, but maybe this is the future where we're doomed because there's no League of Assassins. I'm pretty sure the League of Assassins would have just, like, swooped on in and cleansed it like the League of Assassins does. But all in all, this was a really good episode. I really think that everything really went well in this episode. Next week is going to be the crazy Dead Space episode, because Ray's going to be in space and floating like Isaac from Dead Space. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe for that, because it's going to be a really good episode. And just in case, I'm going to go with Firestorm on this one. I'm going with Jax. Nothing against Superman, but gotta go with the nuclear dude. I'm sorry. Sorry, Brandon. I'm going with Franz on this one. But comment down below what you guys thought about the episode. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Comment, rate, subscribe, share with all your awesome nerdy friends. And always remember that through good times and bad times, remember to geek out and enjoy your lives. And I'll catch you guys next time for another great video.